Alright, y'all, yeah, we back again with another one. It's your boy Prince the Hustle Guy. We reaching in the combat tool bag again. It is a cold black affair. So let's talk about Oscar De La Hoya. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. LDBC only, LDBC everywhere. Yeah, so I have a question. Is Oscar De La Hoya okay? I mean, what happened to Oscar De La Hoya? This guy's been shot out for a while, but we're only going to go back 3 incidents. Only 3. 3 recent incidents. So, the question and the theme of this video is Oscar okay? Or what's wrong with Oscar? So, going back to the third most recent incident, it was a repeat, let's not say repeat, let's just say another victim of his came forward talking about incident that involved fist and arm and body part, his fist and his arm and the body part of said victim. Again, this is a separate victim from where his other incidents come from with the spatula, but we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the third most recent incident. So a woman came forward and pressed charges against him for trying to force himself upon her in a similar way that he did in another case. Let's speed ahead to the second most recent incident, and that's Oscar De La Hoya in the promotion, like Golden Boy promotion always does, but primarily Oscar De La Hoya. They use the name of like a popular fighter, primarily a popular black fighter, that they're not going to fight, to try to sell the fight that they're in now. And he did just that with Ryan Garcia, stating that Ryan Garcia, who only had one fight that was a showing that truly said that he can probably put butts in seats, but he shared the card with a number of other good fighters. Every other time we seen Ryan Garcia, it was if his Twitter or Instagram following, his social media following, hasn't necessarily appeared in the seats. So whereas Tank, everywhere Tank is gone, even in the UK where he fought over there, I think at his lowest weight class, it was always packed houses with Tank Davis. So I digress. Oscar De La Hoya jumps out there stating that Ryan Garcia, he will he will fight Tank Davis, and we'll get him to fight Tank Davis. It just has to be 50-50 or 45-45, and you put the 10 in escrow, and the winner can get the 10. Like, that's something he's never done, to be honest. And it's bizarre because Ryan Garcia isn't worth 50% of what Tank Davis can put into, or can just command economically. He's not worth 50%. Business-wise, Ryan Garcia was paid less than Virgil Ortiz not too long ago, and that caused friction between himself and Golden Boy Promotions. So if we're actually looking at it for what it is, it's not even a comparison when it comes to percentage or back-end money. For Ryan Garcia to get a fight with the drawing power of Tank Davis is almost like middleweight getting a fight with Canelo Alvarez. It's the sweepstakes ultimately. So that's Oscar De La Hoya's second incident, basically pitching that Ryan Garcia could fight Tank Davis for 50% of all of the revenue, or winner gets 55, or basically bulk share return, which is just out of the question. That's just bad business. And most recently, Oscar De La Hoya puts on his social media account that he has $1 billion offer for Golden Boy Promotions. And not only states that he has an offer, but asks the world what he should do. We know Oscar De La Hoya has a troubled past and a history of like a variety of and mixing of drugs, like and alcohol. But what kind of drugs is this man on? I've never heard Elon Musk. Actually, that's a perfect example. Elon Musk just purchased Twitter. He didn't come out and say he had a Twitter offer on the table for Twitter on Twitter. He proceeded with business in the boardroom or in the office where business takes place, not necessarily on social media. So for a person who, over the course of his career, has almost made $1 billion from his fight revenue as an athlete, like, it doesn't make any sense for someone to present, if it is a true and real offer, to publicize it. It's almost a business deal of that capacity. You're crapping on whoever's making the offer because you're basically not biting. That's one. You're not saying yes, but you're publicizing it and throwing it out to the public as if you ask a girl out on a date, and instead of saying yes, she goes to social media and says, hey, so-and-so asked me out on a date. That's what this man is doing with an alleged true or authentic business deal. So I ask again, is Oscar De La Hoya okay? Is Oscar De La Hoya shot out in your mind? And what mixture of drugs is Oscar De La Hoya currently on? Shout out to the mighty LDBC, LDBC only, LDBC everywhere. This was a Code Black Affair. Until next time, deuces.